So, see how we're at this temperature right now, right? Close to 244. However, we're already at 15 PSI. So what that means is that the probe is currently slightly off by a couple of degrees. So we're gonna have to offset this in order to properly reach the temperature that we're looking at so we're not overcooking our product. See, because if I leave it alone, as it's trying to reach that temperature, it's gonna go past that 15 PSI mark. So, and the way we do that, so we see the difference in temperature, right? We're about 4 degrees off. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna help with that. I'm gonna press this button, okay? And we're gonna cycle through till we get to LOC. What we're gonna do is we're gonna actually go here and press this and go to 8. Press this button, the arrow, press it again, and go up. And you're gonna be left with 808. Press the arrow, and now you have this menu. We're gonna go to what's SCB. So SCB is gonna help offset it. We're currently off by 4 degrees, approximately. So what we're gonna do is, for our purposes, we wanna bump it up by 4 degrees. So we press it once so we're not moving decimal places, and we're gonna move it up by 4. So now, if we look at the temperature, we're where we need to be at, 249 at about 15 PSI. So this is gonna help ensure that we're not overcooking our product. So 248, if we're calculating this correctly, 248 would be, it would be about 14 or so PSI if it's only steam. You know, we have to count for errors and all that. As long as we're about 15 PSI, we should be good to go. And we'll be monitoring this. If everything is done properly, we should be okay. So now the machine, once we hit the set value, the timer's gonna kick on. When the timer kicks on, whatever time you set this for is gonna be in place. If you modify it once it turns on, it's not going to take in the new time. So what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to reset it, turn off the system, turn it back on, and then you readjust this. And you'll be able to now use that new time. So now we're gonna check to see where we're at in terms of pressure. And since we're slightly below, now we know that we're about where we need to be at. Now we have a more accurate reading. Now it's dropping down. So what we're gonna do then is also, I'm gonna bump this up actually by 1 degree. To be able to ensure that we're hitting our 15 PSI target. We don't wanna be below, maybe just about 15 PSI. So we'll see what happens, and we'll just check to see in a little bit that we're doing okay.